let's do some printing practice. Today we are going to be doing a review of all the lowercase letters. We'll be organizing them according to how tall they are or how low they go. Let's first start by running our finger along the bottom line. Lift your finger, now run it along the top line. And last, run your finger along the dotted line. These lines are very important for helping us make sure our letters are formed properly and neatly. The first group of letters that we will be reviewing will be the letters that fit in between the dotted line and the bottom line. In the case of these letters, do not put anything above the dotted line and do not put anything below the bottom line. This first group fits in between the dotted line and the bottom line. Let's get started. The first letter in this group is A. To print an A, we start below the dotted line, backwards rainbow, curve all the way around, straight down. You'll notice the A fits between the dotted line and the bottom line. It started with a backwards rainbow, just like many other letters do. 2 finger spaces, the next letter we will do in this group is a lowercase C. Start below the dotted line, backwards rainbow, curve, leave it open. Once again, it fits between the dotted line and the bottom line. 2 finger spaces, the next letter in this group is lowercase E. To do an E, you must start in the middle of the space we're working with. Go forward, backwards rainbow, curve, leave it open. It's just like a lowercase c, except you need to do the forward line first. 2 finger spaces. The next lowercase letter is I. Start on the dotted line, go straight down to the ground, lift, dot on top. Letters with lines always go down the way rain falls from the sky. 2 finger spaces. The next letter in this group is lowercase M. Start on the dotted line, straight down to the ground, bounce up, forward rainbow, straight down, bounce up, forward rainbow, straight down. You're allowed to bounce up, but first you have to make sure you fall down from the sky. 2 finger spaces. The next letter in our group is lowercase n. Go to the dotted line, straight down to the ground, bounce up, forward rainbow, straight down. 2 finger spaces. The next letter in our group is lowercase o. Start below the dotted line, backwards rainbow, curve all the way around, close it. 2 finger spaces. The next letter is lowercase r. Go to the dotted line, straight down to the ground, bounce up, forward rainbow. You'll notice M, N, and R all have the bounce up action. 2 finger spaces. The next letter in our group is lowercase s. Start below the dotted line, backwards rainbow, curve, curve the other way, leave it open. It's much like a lowercase c, except you need to switch directions. There's still a few more letters in this group, so let's erase our strip and continue on with letters that fit between the dotted line and the bottom line. Next letter in the group is lowercase u. Go to the dotted line, straight down, curve, bounce up, straight down. 2 finger spaces. Next is lowercase v. Go to the dotted line, slide forward, bounce up. Next is lowercase w. 2 finger spaces. Slide forward, bounce up, slide forward, bounce up. Now for lowercase x. Go to the dotted line, slide forward, lift, go to the dotted line, slide backwards, lift. The last letter in this group that fits between the dotted line and the bottom line is lowercase z. Go to the dotted line, forward, slide back, forward. We've now finished printing all of the lowercase letters that fit in between the dotted line and the bottom line. Our next group of letters, well, each of the letters is tall. The ones we're doing next all start on the top line. So this is the space they fit between. They don't go above the top line. They don't go below the bottom line. They fit in this place here between the top line and the bottom line. Let's start. The first letter in this group is lowercase b. Start at the top, straight down to the ground, bounce up, forward rainbow, curve all the way around. The next letter in this group is lowercase d. Start below the dotted line, backwards rainbow, curve all the way around, go way up and down. If you have a hard time remembering where to start a B and a D, since they look so similar, think about it like this. D is for dot, as in dotted line. So when you're doing a D, dot, you need to put your dot right underneath the dotted line. That will remind you to do your backwards rainbow first, before you go up. B, well, B does not start with dot. So with a B, you need to start at the top instead. Let's do that D one more time. Go below the dotted line, backwards rainbow, go way up and down. The next letter in our tall group is letter F. 2 finger spaces, go below the top line, backwards rainbow, straight down to the ground, lift, forward. Next is letter H. 2 finger spaces, go to the top, straight down to the ground, bounce up, forward rainbow, and straight down. Next we have K. Go to the top, straight down to the ground, lift, out to the middle, slide back, slide forward. Now for lowercase l, to the top, straight down to the ground. 2 finger spaces, lowercase t, go to the top, straight down to the ground, lift, forward. These are all of the letters that fit into the tall group. They're all tall. They start on the top line and go down to the bottom line. The last group we will be practicing is a group of letters that goes below the bottom line. They fall way down, underneath the ground. There's only a few in this group, but let's give them a go. The first letter in the letter group of falling is lowercase g. Start below the dotted line, backwards rainbow, curve all the way around, go way down, and hook. Do you see how the lowercase g falls below the bottom line? All of the letters in this group, they start on the dotted line, and then they go all the way down, really low underground. They do not go up above the dotted line. I'm going to do that lowercase g one more time. Go to the dotted line, just below it I should say, backwards rainbow, curve all the way around, go way down and hook. Next is lowercase j, go to the dotted line, go way down and hook, lift, dot on top. Next will be lowercase p. Go to the dotted line, go way down, bounce up, forward rainbow, curve all the way around. 2 finger spaces, lowercase q is next. Go below the dotted line, backwards rainbow, curve all the way around, go way down and check. And for our final letter in this group of letters that fall, lowercase y. Go to the dotted line, slide forward, lift, go to the dotted line, slide way back, and lift. Now we've completed all of the lowercase letters in the alphabet. Be sure to practice these often and pay special attention to the lines and how you fit the letters on them. Good luck with your practicing.